Hey gang! This week we're focusing on the yama Ksama. Ooh, it rhymes. Ksama means resilience or tolerance. And one example we can think about with tolerance and resilience is the winter. So it's super cold here in Indianapolis this morning, and I came in with my coat, my gloves, my hat, my socks, but I wasn't wearing a full ski mask because I didn't want to look like I was going to murder someone. And also because I've built tolerance to the cold with my face. So it's kind of a known thing. I don't put a face mask on. I'm tolerant. I'm resilient to the cold on my face. I wouldn't walk out naked because I'm not tolerant with the rest of my body. I'm from Alabama and I hate the cold, but you get what I'm saying. So resilience and tolerance, it's all about building up to that. It's all about what we are willing to tolerate and what we aren't. If I was not willing to tolerate the cold, I wouldn't live in Indianapolis. So one thing to consider this week, maybe you set some New Year's resolutions and they're starting to fall apart. Consider where you could practice Ksama more, where you could be more resilient. Maybe your goal is to make it to 6:30 a.m. yoga every day, and that's not happening. Perhaps you need to become more resilient in what time you go to bed at night in order to get up early enough. Or maybe you need to be more resilient in your prep work for the week ahead. So consider where you can put some Ksama in your life, tolerance, and this week with that yama, we're going to be working on warriors, specifically holding the warrior poses, which takes a lot of resilience, a lot of tolerance. And with that resilience and tolerance, knowing what you won't tolerate, what you won't be resilient towards. So maybe I say, we're going to hold warrior for 10 minutes, and you're like, you know what, not a thing for me, not going to tolerate it. You can hop down to child's pose. So this week, focusing on Ksama, tolerance, resilience. Have a flippin' blast with it. Hey yogis, so we're going to quickly go through all three warriors. There are so many points to the warriors. I'm just going to give the quick highlights, but you can work on your warrior stances for the rest of your life and still be quote unquote perfecting them or finding the deepest expression for you. So warrior one, quick points of performance here. Back heel is grounded. We're finding the hips square. For many of us, that means the feet are going to be more like railroad track parallel than they are in the same line. I call that the slutty warrior. But slutty is not bad in this room, no sir. So find the place where you can get your hips square and your front knee bent and over your front ankle, back leg extended, front ribs in, trying to get that pelvis nice and neutral, and then maybe arms extend overhead. So show from the side. Hips are square, trying to pull that belly up and in, sinking the knee over the ankle. It's a lot of flexibility in the Achilles. Maybe shoulders are open enough to take arms overhead, maybe even palms together. Yeah? What a great shot of like my half head. Cool. Second one, warrior two, wider stance. Now the hips are going to be open. So this is a front closed hip position, open. My front heel bisects my back arch, and I'm trying to get that nice 90-degree angle in my front thigh. Might not happen today. Maybe it does. Arms are extended out in that beautiful T directly out of the shoulder joint, and gaze is over the front middle finger. Ooh, spicy. Nice. Last one is warrior three. This is a balancing warrior. So I'll have one leg grounded, the other one lifting. You can come into this a million different ways. I'm just going to come from standing, tipping forward, hinging at the hips. Back leg is energized, standing leg is energized, kicking through that heel, and hips are square. Once you get there, hands can be at heart, hands can be back, they can be forward. You have a drishti with the eyes and you're trying to flatten that spine, kick through that back heel. All right, so that is a very general overview of the warriors. We'll be doing them in class, holding them for like So join us to practice Ksama and warriors this week. Namaste, bitches.